Where is my music? These are my favorites. What is it gonna be? How about this one?
There you go, there now. A spotlight in the middle of the crowd. Can I get just a little bit closer?
Okay, I think it's time that we talk about the Osmo Pocket. Let's look back to a couple months ago. It's so small. I gotta like activate it and stuff. Whoa, it's so small. Phone, Osmo Pocket. Oh my God. B-roll for days. I'll be back. And then I got a chance to start using it a little bit. And then I figured out that it had selfie mode. So right now I'm in follow mode in the selfie setting. So I've got the camera pointed towards me, and to do that I tapped 3 times on the multifunction button in order to get that started. So what it did is it flipped the camera around, pointed it right at me, and then it automatically activated face tracking mode. So I can move from right to left and it's going to follow me. I showed it to a few friends.
All right.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
Oh my gosh.
And it's gonna flip around to me.
And it's automatically gonna turn on face track.
So how about vlogging on that? That would be really simple because then I can still like move it all around and like.
It's actually keeping track of me really well.
Isn't that amazing?
I love this. I'm walking around, it's steady, it's still tracking my face even in changing light.
Yeah, I'm gonna get one. You sold me.
It smells good out here. There's bacon coming for us.
And let's see, I took it on vacation, took it through the airport, mounted it in like 18 different ways in my car and in rental cars. And wow. I love the Osmo Pocket. I really like that thing.
Me too.
I really do. It's like, it fits right in my jacket pocket.
Yeah.
I just pull it out and I'm like, ooh, stabilized 4K, like, everybody. like I don't even have to have my phone out. You can hold it so you can't even like see it in your hand. Like it's incredible. Now I have to bleep all of my like passion out of this video. Okay, so if you don't know about the Osmo Pocket, well, here are all the specs. This is a 4K camera. It goes up to 60 frames per second. It has a battery life of about 140 minutes, but if you ask me, I think it lasts a little bit longer than that. Now, this has a 2.3-inch sensor. Basically, it's bigger than your phone camera. And where that's gonna help significantly is in low light performance. So here's a couple of low light clips that I did.
Let your heart begin to see again. All you want is to.
And all of that is in this super stabilized little package, and it's just amazing. So the question that that I always ask myself is, who is this for? And when I got this, you know, I wasn't 100% sure what the answer to that question was. I know that, you know, when I'm out and about, I do like to shoot things on my phone, whether that is photography or just making little videos for myself or for my friends. But taking a phone and even the best electronic image stabilization is not as smooth as if your phone is in a gimbal. Now, I have the Osmo Mobile, they call it, which is what you put your phone in that gimbal, and that's lasted me well, and I do enjoy that, and if I'm filming things on my phone, that's what I'm gonna wanna use. But it's big, it's cumbersome. Actually, hold on right there. So here it is, and this is really big. If you've never used one of these, your phone goes in, play around with balancing it and getting it just in the right spot, and then I don't even know if this is charged. Let's see. It's and it does a good job. I mean, this looks pretty good. And by the way, this is what my setup looks like. This is nice and smooth. It's nice and smooth, and it looks great. You've got a 4K camera in your phone, awesome. But this Osmo Mobile is only like 130 bucks. You plug your phone into it, and it gives you stabilized footage. Anyway, I'm getting way off track. This is what we had up until a couple of months ago. Would you rather carry this around, or would you rather carry this around? For me, the answer is pretty clear. Now, if you're watching an older review of the Osmo Pocket, what you might hear is that there are some limitations as far as how you can control the pro modes, which are gonna give you the ability to make manual controls and manual adjustments like ISO, shutter speed, things of that nature. Now, the other thing that was really important that you weren't able to do before was flip into 24 frames per second in 4K video when you were just using the controller screen here. Now they've added the ability with a new firmware update that literally just came out that gives you the ability to make all of those pro adjustments and get the cinematic footage that you're hoping for when you first saw an ad for this thing. One other huge thing that I just discovered right now, I didn't even know this was part of the firmware update, but one of the issues that I found before was that if I took a video that was longer than 60 seconds, I wasn't able to download that video back to my phone and drop it into like Adobe Rush or just get it ready to be dropped into a Premiere or however you edit your videos. But if it was longer than a minute, it was stuck on this SD card until you extracted it. Now I can transfer directly from here to my phone, even if it's longer than a minute. I transferred a 2.5 minute video or so. Gosh, that was huge for me. Now, something that you will need to consider when you purchase this is a couple of accessories. And when I first got going with the Pocket, one of the first things that I did was ordered a little mount like this one. You can pick it up right on Amazon, but this is gonna allow you to, this gives you a 1/4-20 mount, so you can go into pretty much any tripod or tripod mount. Right here, I've got a little baby Joby Gorilla Pod, and this one's cool because it's magnetic. So I can stick it onto a lot of different places, and this thing is so lightweight, I'm not too worried about it falling off. I mean, I'm not going like 80 miles an hour on the highway with my car, but if you did want to hold this out the window of your car while you were going 80 miles, this is exactly what that would look like. Yeah, it's a little windy. If you need something a little more stable to mount this Osmo Pocket onto, you can pick up a friction arm. If you've never seen one of these, this one little dial moves every little bit of this articulating arm around so you can get it exactly into the place that you want. They're like 15 or 20 bucks. Another accessory that I picked up was this USB-C mount. The Osmo Pocket charges with USB-C, and this is gonna relocate that USB-C to a side so that you have 1/4 inch down there at the bottom. So you could hook that into the end of a friction arm or any other tripod that you wanted to mount it on. What I thought that would be cool with is, hey, maybe I just want to kind of use it as a docking station. You know, when I come home from a trip, I can just plug it right in, keep that USB-C plugged into one of my chargers here on the desk, and nice little Osmo Pocket dock. The other cool thing is if you set it up in the right place, you'll always have like a permanent B camera, and you can utilize the face tracking that the Osmo Pocket has, which is super easy to use. Because you can plug the Osmo Pocket right into your phone and give yourself a much larger monitor view of what you're shooting, as well as easy, accessible controls of everything that you can do with this. I would recommend that you purchase a phone Osmo Pocket combination mount. I've left a link down below in the description from a brand that I trust for mobile accessories. But that'll keep your phone safe, it'll keep the Osmo Pocket safe, and it'll allow you to mount in different places. Now, so far, the only other accessories that I picked up were an extension cable to give me the ability to extend this to my phone so that I don't have to have it plugged right in. I can have it plugged into that cable and strung to my phone. So if I'm mounting somewhere, like say the back seat of a car, I still have the ability to control the Osmo Pocket without having to get in the back seat, change all the settings. I can do that right from my phone and still have that corded connection. If you don't want the cord and you'd rather have it wireless, there's also an accessory for that as well. DJI sells their own, but there's also some other brands who are making these Osmo Pocket accessories. I left a bunch of links down below so that you can check out all of those different accessories. Now, my most recent addition to the Osmo Pocket accessory family were a set of ND filters. So if you don't know what an ND filter is, basically it's like sunglasses for your lens. When you're shooting in a super bright environment and you have it in like auto mode, what the cameras do, this is both on your cell phone, your DSLR, or any little camera that you have, when you're in auto mode, it'll automatically increase the shutter speed in order to not overexpose the highlights or the bright parts of the picture. And if you're going for cinematic motion blur, which is the motion blur is what makes us think that it looks like a movie. If you want to retain that motion blur, then you have to keep your shutter speed on the 180-degree rule. And if you haven't heard of that, basically it's if you're shooting at 24 frames per second, you're going to want to double that shutter speed and 48 or 50 as most cameras do. Or if you're going 60 frames, your shutter speed would be 120. Now, if you because these sensors are really sensitive, if you just can't do it. You can add light with ISO, but you can't take that light away with anything other than your shutter speed or exposure compensation. But if you want to keep that motion blur, you're gonna need sunglasses for your lens. So my friends at Sandmark sent me out a pack of their ND filters. Now they sell a 4-pack of these filters. You'll get a ND4, ND8, ND16, and ND32. And here's what some of that footage looks like when you're shooting like out in the middle of the day with that ND filter. Actually, earlier I shot some footage right here in this space when it was just earlier in the day and it was super bright. And here's what it looked like.
A bit blown out behind me, but if I were to take this off, I mean, I would be totally washed out because of how bright it is in here.
Now the filters are really, really, really easy to use. Literally all you do, they're magnetic, is you just pop it on to the end of the lens and then you're good to go. Very, very easy. They come in this little 4-pack. Still using the Low Pro Freeline. But they come in this little 4-pack with a nice little carry case for you to carry with them. And like I said, in here you've got an ND4, 16, 8, and 32. I also did some time lapses. Hung out with mom and did some motion lapses. So right out of the box, most people's complaints on the Osmo Pocket is the audio quality. And while the audio quality on this thing isn't amazing, I mean, like, look at the microphone. It's this tiny little thing right there. If you were to just hold it and put your finger on the record button, that's right next to the microphone. So unless you're holding this properly, and they say don't hold the microphone, you're probably gonna run your thumb over the top of it, and then you'll have a video that looks and sounds like this. Now, DJI has come out with audio adapters, so you can add an external microphone. So picture this. You've got a Osmo Pocket, an extra microphone, and from there, you've got higher audio quality, a 4K stabilized gimbal. You can do 60 frames per second in 4K, and you can go 120 frames per second in 1080. This is everybody's first YouTube camera. I just can't say enough about this thing. I really do. It's amazing. I love it. Anyway, check it out. Links down in the description below. I really appreciate you watching, and maybe I'll see you along the way. By the way, I'm getting my Twitter started and going, and I'm having a lot of conversations over there. So I would really love for you to join me, even if you just hit me up, say hello, whatever. Hit me up on Twitter. You could slide into my DMs, or you could just tweet me. How does this work again? Okay. Yeah, so just add me on Twitter and we'll just go from there.